Well, today the Mail Sport and Ekrem Kona have gone ahead to report that PSG wants to sign Martin Odegaard at any cost. Martin Odegaard is the Arsenal captain, and it's really something that they have to contemplate about on whether they are going to side with PSG or really give them a negative answer or a red flag that our captain is not up for grabs. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is the Arsenal News Show. We are doing strictly Arsenal. That's it. We are doing strictly Arsenal news. Granit Xhaka has finally said his bye-byes to the fans of Arsenal, and then Mikel Arteta has reacted to Granit Xhaka and how it's going to head to turn him around with a player that has become the previous season that ended yesterday. And lastly, there is a talk from Zinchenko and how he's really pumped up for the next season, and lots of things that we're going to discuss onto this channel. So smash the like button, comment and share. Rokani David is my name. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 14,000 subscribers. We are left with minimal subscribers, and guys, continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now let's start it off with Martin Odegaard, as stories are really coming in from Mail Sport and Metro UK that PSG have made their intention clear on signing Martin Odegaard. They want to sign him at any cost. Odegaard is one of the Arsenal's best players this season, scoring 15 goals and providing 8 assists in 37 Premier League appearances. That is coming in from the Mail, the Daily Mail, and obviously the Metro UK. Then Ekrem Kona, he's a global transfer expert, has confirmed us that PSG are monitoring the situation of Arsenal playmaker Martin Odegaard, but the French giants could find it tough to persuade the Norwegian to leave the Emirates this summer. Now, we are talking Martin Odegaard. I want to be factual. There is no team in the world that doesn't want to have a Martin Odegaard. Let it be Man City, let it be Real Madrid, let it be Barcelona, let it be Liverpool. Name it. Name any club. If they are told that Martin Odegaard is up for sale, every club will really put their ear to see to it that they get the real information about the availability of Martin Odegaard. They'll poke their nose in everything concerning Martin Odegaard because, to me, he's like the next big thing. He's the next big thing after Kevin De Bruyne. And when you look at the talent of Martin Odegaard, he's more talented than Kevin De Bruyne. He does a lot on the ball. He can do everything that De Bruyne has been doing season in, season out. The difference is Kevin De Bruyne has been consistent. That's what has gone ahead to make him world class. Now, we want to see Martin Odegaard do this, put up these performances ×2 next season. We want to see Martin Odegaard score close to 20 goals a season because as Jonas is going to hit score 15 this season and put up close to 15 assists. If he gets 30 goal involvements next season, then he'll be nearing the top class level. And if at all he does for the next third season, then he'll be world class. But to me, he has been the best player in the league, according to me. He has been the best player in the league. But PSG are plotting a move to sign Martin Odegaard. What does this mean to Arsenal? This is a litmus test, guys. It's a litmus test to Arsenal that way back, like 4 years back, Arsenal couldn't keep their star players. You remember when Arsene Wenger was here, whichever star player that came in through at Arsenal was sold. You know, Cesc Fabregas was sold, Thierry Henry was sold, Rosicky, Heleb, Song Bilong, Adebayo Emmanuel, Samir Nasri, Bakli Sanya, Robin Van Persie, and very many others. You can name, the list is really long. Even Alexis Sanchez. But Arsenal always gave a reason that the reason as to why we always sold our star players was we had to get money to pay for the loan of that stadium, to facilitate the date of that stadium. Now, ever since Arsenal completed the date of that stadium and Kroenke took 100% ownership of the club, Arsenal have not been selling their star players. You can really be witnesses for me because Arsenal are not going to hate to sell a player they want in the previous 3-4 years. That's it. So even after that, we saw Arsenal starting to buy players like Mesut Ozil at like £45 million, Aubameyang £54 million, Nicola Pepe at 73 million pounds. Then which other guy? Gabriel Jesus, 45 million pounds plus 5 million pounds of add-ons. Benny White, 50 million pounds. They even went in for Mikhailo Modric at 85 million pounds. They made a bid of Moise Caicedo, 75 million pounds. That was rejected by Brighton. What does that show you? Unless otherwise, Martin Odegaard wants a move away to PSG, this deal won't happen. One thing I've known about managers like Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, Eric Ten Hag, and Jurgen Klopp, they've come out loud and always told the media that if a player really wants a move away from my team, I won't really put hurdles. I won't be the obstacle. I'll let that player leave and go. And that's the same thing that Mikel Arteta drives on. He hangs onto that a lot, that if at all a player, sorry about that, wants out of Arsenal, he won't hesitate to keep him here. The same thing happened to Granit Xhaka. Trust me, Arteta would have loved Granit Xhaka to stay for like one more season, right? But Xhaka has come out and told them, I want to go. And Arsenal never stood in their way, in his way. So that's the same thing, that if this deal is to happen, it's Martin Odegaard to really give it green light. Something that I believe, if Martin Odegaard is in his right senses, he cannot green light that. PSG is a farmers league. We all know that. Martin Odegaard is one of the highly talked about prospects of the Premier League, signed by Arsenal. You know, he has been the conversation of the top 3 players in the league. Odegaard, Haaland coming first, Odegaard coming second, Bukayo Saka followed. The top 3 players in the season that cannot be thrown all out in the mud, and then he leaves Arsenal to go to PSG. PSG would sound their interest to get the player, but the player is going to stay at Arsenal. And something that you've not yet known, most of you have been knowing it, but there might be a small clique of people that don't know it. Arsenal are planning to hold talks of Odegaard to give him an improved contract. Now, this story is all, I think this story is all out in the name of giving Odegaard the contract he really deserves. He's earning £87,000 a week, and with Bukayo Saka earning £290,000 a week, don't you think Martin Odegaard will go in and really call for like £250,000 a week or more? Because the performance he has gonna have to put up has been better than that of Bukayo Saka. That's it. So let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. But I believe PSG want Martin Odegaard, but Odegaard is really a player who wants to stay at Arsenal. He's the captain. Secondly, he has found himself in a situation of going in for contract talks with Arsenal. And as a wise agent, if I told you are going in for contract talks, what do? You put out a story that there is a team that has money that needs you, and then you put Arsenal into your trap. That's it for Martin Odegaard. But I don't see him leaving Arsenal. That's it. I don't see him leaving Arsenal to go to the Farmers League of PSG. Now, Xhaka has taken this on his Instagram. And it was shared by Puma Football. He said, Granit Xhaka, 2 goals for the goodbye. That's it. So you see even an emoji of the tears. That means Xhaka is officially leaving Arsenal and is not going to be here at Arsenal anymore. So Xhaka has officially said bye-bye, but we are just waiting for his official post onto his Instagram. And I think that's going to come in through when he really gets the deal out of the way to Bayern Leverkusen. But looks like Puma have gone ahead to announce it to us that it's obviously done and is going to a side known as Bayern Leverkusen. And these companies like Puma are the first to know about the next move of the player. That's it. And it's like they've gone ahead to break the silence, and the secret has been broken. But Mikel Arteta was really asked about Granit Xhaka and the reception he received. Arteta had to say the following: well deserved. He's had an incredible season. 1 year back, I told him that there is a question mark on you. You have to deliver more. You have to be better. He went back and trained the next day. Then came back in pre-season 4 kilos lighter. So that means Arteta knew that what was really hindering Granit Xhaka from really giving us the performance he's going to have to give Arsenal this season was something simple: his weight. So he went ahead in the preseason, got into the gym, and he came back 4 kilos lighter. And Arteta looks like he's telling us Xhaka's performances have been so much important onto his lightness on the field of play. But I think he's really going to miss him. I remember that photo I showed you when we were seated with Granit Xhaka and El Nino on the field on the training ground at London Conley. I really said that it was really something great for them to sit together, and I think that was the last moment these two are going to have together at London Conley. And when he scored his second goal, after hugging Mikel Arteta, he went and hugged El Nini. Looks like there is something they're having in between him and El Nini. Is El Nini the best friend of Granit Xhaka? I don't know, but even if he is, looks like he ran to him and obviously hugged him in compassion. That's it. So Xhaka's journey at Arsenal has finally come to an end, and let's wait and see who is Arsenal going to bring in to see it that they really get the best out of this. So there is Zinchenko. Zinchenko has gone ahead and really posted something that has really caught my eye and said I should deliver this to Arsenal fans all over the world. And this is what he had to go on and really post on his Instagram. He said, "I couldn't even dream of the warm welcome that I received from all of you, my family, and I want to say a massive thank you for that. Personally, I would like to say massive thanks to all Gunners around the world for your support and for pushing us until the very end of the season. This season was full of different emotions. Sometimes we made you happy and sometimes we disappointed you. I'm so proud to be a small part of this amazing club and full of confidence for the future. I already can't wait to start the new season with Champions League anthem on Emirates Stadium." So Zinchenko is super fired up for the Champions League, and he's really excited to see that the anthem of the Champions League is going to sing again at the Emirates after 7 years. That anthem last sung at Emirates in 2016, and ever since then Arsenal had not sneaked into the Champions League. Now, when you look at Zinchenko, he has gone ahead to transform that left back position of Arsenal to an extent that Arteta has seen KNT in one of the best left backs in the Premier League for the previous seasons not good enough to be part of that Arsenal side. That is Zinchenko for you. But coming out and really putting out such a quote is really lovely, and he has been thankful to the fans of Arsenal and what exactly has gone ahead to really be their maiden season. His maiden season and Jesus at the club of Arsenal. Tomorrow I think I'll bring you what Jesus is going ahead to say about his first season at Arsenal, and then you let me know what you think about his thoughts. Now, tell me your thoughts onto PSG wanting to sign Odegaard at any cost, Xhaka departure confirmed, and Zinchenko can't wait to play Champions League football with Arsenal next season. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.